have melted with the rising of the new sun in the year. Are you plagued by procrastination and the persistent search for perfection? Or just panicking about payday? Would you like to change your life? There is an old adage which says, if nothing changes, nothing changes. But there is good news. You can change your life. Just do it. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. 17 years ago, I was a single parent. And I needed to change my life. But I wasn't doing it. I wasn't changing. I had 2 small children. And I needed to support myself. And I felt the only way to do that was through bookkeeping, which wasn't quite what I had planned in my life. And I felt like the oyster catcher sitting on the beach. And they sit on the high tide mark, where we all go with our dogs and our children and take them to go and have fun in the sun. And the oyster catcher nests along the high tide mark. And they sit there desperately hoping that nobody's going to come and disturb them and their young. And then the tide goes out and they race for the shoreline so that they can go and feed, all the time worrying about what's happening to the young ones left behind. And they feed madly until the tide starts coming in, and they head back up the beach to go and check that their young have survived while they've been away. And as I sat upon my beach and I looked out across the beach, across my area that I had staked out, all my dangers that I knew, I looked out to sea. And there were opportunities. There were boats going by. And I thought, one day my ship will come in. I don't know what your ship looks like, but I envisaged the Queen Mary arrival. Lights, swimming pools, restaurants, no more cooking. Looking at the gangplank, and all my troubles evaporating. That was the opportunity I was waiting for. But opportunities don't normally arrive in the form of an ocean liner. Opportunities normally come past looking like smaller boats and occasionally a log. But they do come by. And once I was offered an opportunity of a really great client, but it meant I needed to employ somebody. Now that was a big step. To go from the responsibility of my family to step out and employ and become responsible for someone else. That was huge. But I left the shore, I climbed on the boat, they had just enough space for me and my family and 1 crew member, and we set sail. And it was quite nice. I actually enjoyed the feeling. But I realized that if I was going to navigate these waters, I needed somebody with me. And I found a business coach, which I recommend to every business. And my business coach was there to guide me through the waters. I remember that first meeting I had with her. She said to me, Debbie, where is the money coming from? Well, if I work really hard at this, then bookkeeping. Debbie, where is the money coming from? Well, I know it's bookkeeping really, but if I do... Debbie, where is the money coming from? Okay, it's bookkeeping, but I don't want to do bookkeeping. Haven't I done it for long enough? You don't need to bookkeep yourself. You have a staff member. Light bulb moment. I didn't need to do it. I could employ people who love bookkeeping. So I did. And 3 years later, I've just sold that business. And now, I don't employ bookkeepers. I don't even look after the clients. I now get to be the franchisor and train the bookkeepers, which is what I love to do, help people grow their businesses. So, I took my circumstance, I found a small place to change, and I took that step. I made that change. I did it. And having done it once, I'm doing it again. Have you ever felt like the oyster catcher sitting on the beach, protecting your young, seeing the opportunities going by? Are you tired of procrastinating? Are you sick of searching for perfection? Or just fed up with the payday panic? What will it take to get you to leave the beach and put your foot in the ocean? I challenge you. Make one change. Just do it. Mr. Toastmaster.